Soulful shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just some soulful shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hear me. I mean, like, we can put all that clown shit away. This some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thugs in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yes, Pete, man, back in the damn building, back with another match reaction. Liverpool back in action in the Premier League. Merseyside derby straight after the international break. So, of course, you know, Liverpool coming off the back of, you know, a very bad March, a very, very bad March. So, of course, looking to get back to, you know, to winning ways, man, to winning ways. And this is probably before the game anyway. This would have been like the perfect game for them to, like, you know, come back into things and, you know, just really get the crowd, you know, kind of going, you know, the march to the title and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, performance wise, it was average, you know, at best. But yeah, Liverpool still got the 1-0 victory. Diogo Jota, a very, very good goal from Diogo Jota. Yeah, that was the only goal on the night, man. Obviously, listen, we started off. Well, I say started off. The lineup obviously come out, and one of the obviously the biggest things was, well, those two actually big things. So one was obviously Curtis Jones was playing at right back. I was very shocked by that, only because obviously he had Kwanzaa there on the bench. I don't know if, you know, Kwanzaa was fit or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure in his press conference he'll talk about it anyway. But yeah, that was one of the things that I definitely saw and thought, okay, clearly we must have been training on something. You know, in the week and stuff like that. But Fairs, you know, he's got him in there, even though Curtis Jones played well for England, you know, in that midfield position. But hey, I'm not here to judge. And the other one was the front three, Salah, Diaz, and Diogo Jota. Obviously, you know, those three, let's just say they haven't been doing well recently. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people would probably agree that that front three, you know, just doesn't really seem to, I don't know, just doesn't really seem to click, if I'm being totally honest with you. I don't know what it is, because individually that you would say on paper, that would be Liverpool's best front three, right? In terms of just the personnel. But yeah, I don't know, when I'm watching it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem to fit for some weird reason. But, you know, it is what it is. We saw Gravenberch back in the midfield, which I wasn't too happy about, but I knew that that was going to happen. Kelleher obviously was in goal. Obviously, I forgot about Allison and the concussion I think he suffered in the international break. So obviously maybe just not fully recovered. And, you know, Keller, he's a more than capable, you know, deputy in goal. But yeah, other than that, the team was the team, to be honest with you. Everton lined up, better obviously up top again. Decore back in there after his infamous encounter with Liverpool in the last game. Outside of that, yeah, it was kind of, I guess, what I would have expected from them. But yeah, in general, when you know, this is it, obviously Curtis Jones' positioning and stuff like that, which, like I said, I just found it interesting more than anything else, because I wanted to see, was he going to play like a traditional right back, or was he going to, you know, behave in a way where at times he did come in field and at times, obviously, you can see on the heat map anyway, on the average positioning of both him, Curtis Jones and Andrew Robertson, how, you know, kind of high and wide that they were, and at times they were pushing really, really forward. And you can see with Curtis Jones's average positioning, you can see, look at the positions he's taking up. Now that would be kind of weird for a right back, right? You know what I mean? Not many right backs will be taking up that kind of positioning, you know, in terms of like attacking midfield at times, and, you know, out there on the right wing, and, you know, etc., etc. But I'm assuming that's obviously what the manager has asked of him. So yeah, you know, he was in that position. But yeah, other than that, Everton were going very direct, especially in that first half, very, very direct against Liverpool. And I felt like at times we were struggling. And to be honest, that I feel like that's something that Liverpool struggle with quite a lot, is when teams go direct, they struggle. Do you know what I mean? They struggle a lot, man. It's just, yeah, we just don't seem to be able to handle it. And obviously with Beto up top, who's an absolute handful, up against Konate, up against, you know, Virgil van Dijk, who in the first half anyway, they did not handle him well at all. Like it was poor, both of them as well. It wasn't even just like, oh, he stuck to one of them. Both of them just seemed like they were absolutely just shell shocked by Beto. Even though you faced him before, you know what he's about. He's a physical striker. He's someone who likes to put himself about. He's got a little bit of pace. He's obviously got that strength. He can finish, even though he did have that chance to, he hit the post, and that was just more of an exhibit of, what he could possibly do. And yeah, I just felt in the first half, they just weren't really handling him well. Handled him a lot better in the second half, I would say that. Obviously, Beto coming off, I believe, later on in that second half. But yeah, overall, like, yeah, when Liverpool come up against teams who are just want to be direct, want to be kind of in your face, yeah, Nottingham Forest, Newcastle's, you know what I mean? Like, it's a theme. It's just a theme with Liverpool. Yeah, it's just one of those kind of things. Diaz. Diaz was probably Liverpool's best player. I'd probably say, yeah, probably Liverpool's best player. Very lively in that first half. We were getting the ball to him quite a lot as well. That was one thing I was thinking, was that we're not really getting Mo Salah into the game, but one thing we are doing is we're getting Diaz into the game quite a lot, and him against O'Brien, I think on that right hand side, their right hand side, our left hand side. Yeah, it just seemed like he had the beating of him. He had the beating of him, but I always felt like the problem is, and to be honest, I know you guys can't really see it too clear, but look here, the positioning of our players, like there's no one really even in and around the box. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like everyone seems to be so far away from the box. It's like, oh wow, okay, right, you guys are here, kind of thing. And especially with the way that Everton were kind of playing, where Everton were playing on the counter, I just felt like at times, we could have utilized that. And I think one thing that I always say with Liverpool, and I'm going to say it again, is that Liverpool pass the ball so fucking slow. It is boring to watch. It is an eyesore. Like it honestly is. Like watching Liverpool is so boring. I just don't understand why, for a team of quality players, quote, like I don't get why you move the ball so slow and then there's not enough movement. Like surely move the ball a little bit quicker. You're playing against a low block. You're playing against a team in a mid to low block. The ball has to move quicker than it does, bro. Like surely, like it just has to move quicker than it does. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There needs to be off the ball movement. Like sometimes, listen, look, Liverpool got the win, which is great. But Jesus Christ, sometimes you're watching the football and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why you don't move the ball a little bit quicker. Why you don't move, the players off the ball. Like, it just seems like it's just all slow, lethargic, and we're gonna pray for some magic from someone. Jota goal, literally waiting for that magic, someone to do something crazy, and then it goes in. I'm just like, bro, come on, man, you got better patterns to play than this. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, we're creating the tacticos will tell you, right? They'll tell you all the overloads. Excuse me. They'll tell you like all the overloads Liverpool were making in the middle of the park, and they were trying to isolate all the overloads we were making in the middle of the park so that we can isolate, our wingers like Diaz and Salah and stuff like that. Get Diaz into the game. All of that for nothing really to happen. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like, so you did all of that and it didn't really amount to much, to be honest with you. No one in the box. There's no presence really in there. Jota's coming back Jota's doing what we complained to Harry Kane for doing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Which is, man's picking up the ball and like, on like as a number 6. I'm like, brother, like, what's going on? Like, seriously, what's is everything okay? Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you picking up the ball in them kind of crazy positions? Because the thing is, you're picking up the ball, and sometimes I sit there and think, you picking up the ball there, like, I don't get it. Like, I even now watching Slot this whole time, I'm like, why do you want him to pick up the ball there? Because when he picks up the ball there, all he's doing is he's passing back to a Gravenberg or to McAllister, right? I'm going to assume you then expect a Salah or a Diaz to make some type of run, because that's the only thing I can think of. Because otherwise, he's not really doing anything there. Surely you can get someone else to do that. Surely, I don't know, man. It's just weird to me, And because obviously Everton were going so direct, we didn't really get them. Like the midfield again, I just thought they were average to poor. To be honest with you, they were just getting bypassed in the game, all 3 of them, as per usual. To be honest with you. Again, more so because of the way that Everton was playing, but even when we was on the ball, again, nothing really of note, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was one of them kind of performances, man. It was one of those like meaty performances, one of those meaty games, very boring. Liverpool not really showing that much quality on or off the ball, to be honest with you. Everton set up in a mid to low block. We knew what they were going to do, and it was just really, can you break them down? Not really, but you know what? We can come up with something great and magnificent, to kind of round off the game and stuff like that. Everton, I think, had 2 big chances to Liverpool's 1. It's just one of them kind of things, man. So, yeah, happy with the win. Obviously, Liverpool march on back to 12 points in the league as well, which is obviously a good thing. But, yeah, listen, the quicker the season just ends, man, the freaking better, because, yeah, it's just becoming too much of an eyesore watching this team, man. But listen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As I said, it's going to be a very, very quick match reaction. Yeah, let me know your thoughts of the game, who impressed you, who pissed you off in this match, and I'll catch you guys soon, man.